The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 27. 2 points. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. 2. Everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production of which he is the author. Alright, Article 27. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. 2. Everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production of which he is the author. Alright, so for point 1, everyone has the right to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. Now, as far as like the arts and cultural life, to me that's like going to a museum or going to a movie theater or something like that. Perhaps a parade. However, I don't enjoy, well, the museums are far away and expensive, or they're not in safe areas, safe neighborhoods, so I don't go to them. With the internet, I can look for information better than going to a museum. Of course, there's the wonderful aspect of children touching and doing things. However, to me, that is beautiful, but believe me, you don't want to be homeless. So the first thing I want my kids, yes, they can read after reading or at the same time my religion, the Bible and things. After that, definitely a money skill. Carpentry, mechanics, electricians, lawnmower repair, something like that. And I'm at one level, right, which let's say that I'm basically just above the homeless level, which means I have no skills. Now, some of these homeless people, I bet they have skills. What could be? All right, so maybe they have character flaws, drinking or some other character flaw. I'm not sure what they have. So the best advice I can give you. Now, I grew up with a laborer as a stepdad and a womanizer as a biological dad, which I didn't see the biological dad that often, maybe 5 times in my whole life, and only for minutes. And the only thing I knew for certain when I was 16, and what's another word for horny? I knew I didn't want to leave children all over the place. That is the one thing. I didn't want to be like him. In fact, I wanted to wait until marriage, but I was such a baby brain at 18, 19, 20, 25. I didn't get intelligent, guys, until I had children. At 29, 30, 31, something like that. Something happens when you have children. You become more intelligent. Just by thinking about what you want for that child. So the next thing, if I'm at the lowest level in society, like, well, not the lowest, but lowest success level. Am I successful? Yes and no. I mean, what is success? Am I able to feed my family? No. Am I able to feed myself? No. So, if I want my children to be better than I am, number one, I'm giving them confidence. Number two, I'm giving them a religion, but really only one of them is picking that up, and that's my son. The other one, let me say something positive. The other one is, well, let me go back to my son. He understands the Bible. Who created the world? God. Who else? So, you have the right to participate in the cultural life of the community. However, the cultural life, I think, would include baseball games and football games, and I just don't see any pleasure in a baseball game unless I'm playing. But to go watch and pay something to, nah. Batting cages with my son, that would be fun. Tennis, perfect. Even with my daughter, she would take up those activities. Now, to share in the scientific advancement and its benefits. Alright, so I have a right to, what? Read scientific publications? And then you have the right to protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production of which he is the author. Alright, so my work could be protected, like I make these videos. My opinion is, it's valuable because if you go through life and you do what people tell you to do, like be a good son, that one really got me, because there's a time you have to disobey your parents if what they want for you is not what you want. I was raised to be, as a child, the message was, shut up, be quiet, don't talk, don't make noise, and obey. So I did that. Another relative grew up with the same environment, similar environment, because he was not always around. And he had a worse childhood than I had. However, he already came disobedient since he was a child. So now there is a time to disobey. If they don't want you to learn a money skill, no, you're going to hurt your hands as a mechanic. Well, now they use gloves. You're going to have dirty fingernails. Not necessarily. You could, even back then there was this goop, cream, stinks, and it would clean your hands. It's just that what my mother wanted for me was admirable, to be a diplomat, to be an ambassador, to be someone responsible for millions of people. But I didn't make it, guys. I didn't make it. So she put me, everything that she wanted for herself, she gave it to me, but I didn't want any of it. I didn't want to go to a private school with where I had to dry mop the hallways after school and the classrooms and clean up, where I was I was having anxiety attacks for being attacked on the street. So what did that turn out to be? Well, now if you're watching me, I'm watching you. I already know. As far as like if I'm walking in the street, one food stamp lady said, "I saw you at the Winn-Dixie, but you were moving so fast." And I told her, yes, whenever I'm in the urban jungle, which is the danger place, I move fast. I go in, get the shopping done, and get out of there. I mean, I'm not always a turtle. I walk slowly, I work slowly, I think slowly. I would have achieved many more things if I would have had support from the spouse. However, she was my opposite. Good morning, miss. Let me enjoy your life. Everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production, which he is the author. Enjoy your life.